Through the advice I'm about to share with you, I'm able to simultaneously run 4 businesses and generate hundreds of thousands a year for each business. But this hasn't just been fluke or doing it alone and learning the long way of trial and error. I've invested tens of thousands into mentors, surrounding myself by industry experts such as Joe at Affluent, who's generated more than 147 million in revenue for their clients. And when you surround yourself with these A players, you notice one thing: good business advice never grows old, and it's applicable for every type of business. So if you're looking to start a business, no matter what it is, then you're going to want to pay close attention to the advice that has changed my life. Hi guys, if you're new around here, my name's Ross and I own a video production company here in the UK, as well as running a number of other businesses such as an education business, consultancy, and much more. I've made it my mission on this channel to help entrepreneurs who are just starting out, give them the best leg up possible so that they can start generating money and live the life that they want. So if you don't take anything else away from this video, this is the key thing you have to understand, and that's remembering the sales process from your ideal customer. If you don't grasp the mindset of your customer, your business just simply will never be successful. And there's 3 key questions that customers will be asking themselves when going through this sales process, no matter if you're selling a product or a service. The first is, do I want this? The second is, do I need this? And the third is, will I regret this? And regretting this isn't just in reference to buying a product or a service. It's actually about regretting going with that company opposed to picking any of your competitors. And I'm going to come back to this because before they even make those decisions, they need to be aware of you. They need to know that you even exist. And there's 2 key ways of doing this, and it comes under the sales and marketing funnel. The first is outbound, when we outreach to customers or business owners and we say, hey, we exist. And the second is inbound, when people come to you because they've been made aware of the fact that you exist through advertising or through your marketing efforts. Outbound will generally get you higher returns, and that's much more of a sales focus. And then inbound is a longer term process because you'll be putting out marketing materials on your social media feeds, you'll be attending networking events, trade shows, all of these things. And it generally takes time for people to become aware of you and then go through that purchasing process. You need to determine what's going to be best for your business. How are people going to know that you even exist? And every time I start a new business, this is one of the key points, is how are we going to get customers to know about us in the first place? Because if they don't know about you, they certainly won't be making a buying decision. So now, following on from that process, they've become aware of your business. The next thing they're going to be looking for is more information. And this is typically done by your website. And this is where, when people are starting out, they have a real struggle to spend $30 or £30 a month on a website at Squarespace, for instance, or they really struggle to sign up to Gmail to have a professional looking email address. And to give you an idea, I've said this many times on this channel before, if anyone emails me with an @Gmail or @Outlook email address, I won't take their business seriously because they don't look legit. They could be a scam. They look like a very small business, and I don't want to run that risk. I'd much rather go with a professional, and a professional starts with someone with a professional email address. So do yourselves a favor, get yourselves a website and a domain name with an email address that you can use to level up instantly, because you're already going to be beating 80% of people out there who are starting a business and don't do this from day one. And the website is a perfect place for potential clients to find more information, but we need to make sure that we do it in a sales process way. So first of all, on your website, we're looking at, am I in the right place? So you've caught my attention, maybe you've sent them an email and you've said, take a look at our website, we can definitely help you because we work with businesses like you. So you click on the website and it says something completely different. They need to know that they're in the right place, which is why it's really key to make a statement at the very top of exactly what you do, who you help, and why. Because for the customer, they're going to go, great, I'm now in the right place. And the next part of that sales process is building up the desire or the want or the need for your product or service, and actually answering these 3 questions in one of, am I going to regret it? Does this person actually do what they say they're going to do? And if I reference construction companies here or tradespeople, because construction companies and tradespeople, let's face it, they have a real cowboy name. Now, this isn't true for 99% of them who are honest, hardworking businesses who deliver a level of professionalism. But the reality is their customers are often thinking, well, this person is just going to take me for as much money as they can. They're going to squeeze every penny, and they might lie to me or they'll do a really bad job because of TV programs that have basically outed bad tradespeople. Now, no matter what industry you're in, and again, whether you're selling a product or a service, you need to build trust and authority in that space to show that you can deliver on what you say you're going to deliver. So having some case studies or sections on your website that are really able to leverage this and expand on it are going to be key. Now, if you're starting out and you haven't made any sales yet, then maybe think about doing a free service, or we talk about this a lot in video production about building out a free portfolio. Just doing some giveaways, some way that you can generate testimonials and generate this data, because it's going to make the sales process so much easier. Have a think about what that would look like for you and what things things you can implement as part of this process, keeping our end customer in mind and thinking, what questions are they going to have? How can I build their confidence and make them trust me over trusting someone that might have had years more experience but are doing it badly? Whenever I talk to any of my successful business friends, one of the key areas that we spend a lot of time discussing is really purpose. Because you often start a business because you have a desire, an end goal in mind. You want to achieve a certain thing. And for a lot of people, that ends up being initially around financial. But you have to do what you love because it's hard. It's a long, hard road. It's going to be hard to get out of bed in the morning if you're not making money and money is your only goal. So spend some time thinking about what is your reason why and just really dive deep into that, because this also leverages that sales part of the process. And we've already established that without mastering and grasping this sales process, you won't have a business long term. Sure, you might get a couple of sales, but you're certainly not going to be able to grow to the point that you want to. So the more defined that you can be about how your business helps people, your purpose behind having the business, and then your business's purpose to exist. And I'm going to make this really clear because this is something that took me actually a long time to understand. Is I've got my own personal goals with what I want to achieve, and the business is the vehicle to get me there. But the business needs to have its purpose, why it exists. It can't just exist to serve my goals, because when you start to scale and you bring in a team or you try and attract clients to work with you, clients aren't going to be like, yeah, I want to work with your business so that you can have the best life you want. Clients want to work with that business because it solves a problem that they're facing and it's dedicated to helping that particular industry niche type of person. So understanding the purpose that you want a business for and then separating that between the purpose that the business exists, just create a very simple mission statement. So we exist to help X to do X. So we exist to help women lose weight by our tailored fitness regime, or whatever that might be for you. But that's a really simple strategy that you can use to start to build out what the business looks like separate to your own goals. And what a lot of people do is they plateau after a period of time. So they make some good sales, maybe they make 100,000, and then they can't get to that next level. And one of my favorite sayings is, what got you here won't get you there. And that's what I've noticed with every successful person I've learned from. It's their ability to adapt and continue to adapt and change with their ideal customer, because the wants and needs change over time as technology develops, as the industries develop. You're going to need to be able to adapt to that as well. And all that means is just going back to the foundational point of the sales process. How can I help our customers? What are they looking for? What challenges are they facing? And how can I solve that with a solution, package it up and sell it to them? And again, it's the same whether you sell products or you sell a service. And successful businesses always bring it back to helping that customer. Who is that customer that we're talking to? What are they thinking? And understanding that mindset of how they're coming to you. Do they want it? Do they need it? Will they regret it? What kind of questions come along with those? How can you build trust to actually make a sale and show them that you're the right person for the job? How can you articulate the fact that you can solve a problem that they're facing right now? Because if you can do that, the price never matters as long as you can connect with them on that level and show them how you can support their goals. At this point in the video, I would love to know in the comments what business you're thinking about starting, or what business have you started. Just gives a really good snapshot, and perhaps we can create more content to help you grow to that next level. And I'm now going to leave you with one of the most valuable pieces of information that I've gained over this period of time, and that's systems and structure to your business is going to be make or break. The people who understand this go the furthest, and it doesn't have to be overcomplicated. I'm all about making things as simple and easy to understand as possible. And what we want to do is we want to understand right from the very start, from how these people are even going to know that you exist, right the way through to the end process where you've delivered a product or a service to them. And it doesn't just stop there. It's the repeat. How are we going to get them back? Because they already know that you do a good job. Hopefully they're satisfied with the product or service that you've given. How are we going to bring them back into that pipeline so you can increase their LTV, their lifetime value? Because otherwise all we're doing is we're relying on our business to generate new sales all the time. Whereas if we can just take the people at the end who are really happy and get them to purchase from us more and more, it's going to be a much easier part of the process. And by just working out every single step that happens along that way, so how do they discover about us? Well, we run marketing campaigns, or we do email campaigns, or cold calling. Then we get them onto a call. We then do this with them. We then take them through this process. They sign a contract with us. We then do X, Y, Z. And whatever that process looks like for you, by being aware, at least in the most basic of senses, as long as you're aware of what that process is, you can then refine it over time. You can build on it, and they create the stepping stones for success. They're the bits that we can fine tune, we can tweak. If people aren't coming back to buy buy from you, then we could just tweak the bit before, which is your delivery. What do we need to do to make that better? Oh, okay, we'll just fix this. And now we've increased the amount of people that come back to you, and we can maximize conversions along the way. This might seem like really high level stuff. It might seem like this is what big businesses do, but trust me, from a person who's been through the long road of trial and error and having to figure it out, investing in yourself, and by watching this video is an investment of your time. It's educating yourself so that you don't make the same mistakes as I've made, as other people have made, and you can learn the traits of successful people, and that enables you to build out financial freedom and then leads into that time freedom as well. And those things are arbitrary. They're going to be different for everyone. Like, how much is financial freedom for you? You can put a number on that, but it's something you can work towards, and actually just generating money and then giving you the time or flexibility to live the life that you want as well. And by looking at each one of these things that I've spoken about today, the earlier you do that in your business, the greater the chance of you'll have success much sooner. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to leave a comment and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. It lets us know we're doing a great job and we'll produce more content like this. I'll see you in the next one.